Hey Collective, welcome back. I hope you're having a good day today. So today I want to talk about the principle of gender and balance. All of us have a masculine and feminine energy inside of us. Gender manifests on all planes and is in everything. These energies are always pulsing within you, but it's easy to forget to embrace and acknowledge both. We tend to have one more dominant and tap into the other when needed, but when off balance, symptoms may include burnout, creative longing, or anger. Both of these energies make up the very essence of who you are. Neither one should be viewed as good or bad, but it's good to understand what each one does for us and how to know if you're out of alignment. Let's start with the feminine energy, or yin. Feminine energy is better able to magnetically attract what you want, hold space for projects to develop at their own natural pace, enjoy the process of creation independent of the end result, see the big picture, work with others and create community, relate to others by listening, sharing, and nurturing. Basically, feminine energy makes us softer, gentler, kinder, more nurturing, compassionate, and loving. When you embrace the feminine, you nurture qualities like intuition, creativity, compassion, and understanding. It's a very receptive and open feeling. It's a fast and energized energy. Now let's discuss the toxic side of feminine energy, because there's always a duality. If there's a good, there's a bad. And yes, men can live in toxic feminine energy too. I've known quite a few. So what does toxic feminine energy look like? Using indirect, passive-aggressive communication to express frustration. Using others' emotions to control or manipulate others. Playing victim to gain sympathy or attention. Engaging in backstabbing or gossip to undermine others. Constantly striving to meet unrealistic expectations can lead to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Prioritizing the needs and comfort of others at their own expense. And suppressing emotions to maintain a peaceful environment, which leads to resentment and suppressed anger. Okay, now let's discuss masculine energy, or the yang. With masculine energy, you're better able to tenaciously pursue what you want. Decide when, where, how a project grows. Focus on the end result of a project. Rely on yourself and your individual achievements. Relate through camaraderie, entertainment, and problem solving. When you embrace the masculine, you nurture qualities of leadership, action, logic, adventure, loyalty, confidence, focus, and efficiency. In a broader, more holistic sense, giving is an action of the divine masculine. Receiving is an action of the divine feminine. So, traits of toxic masculinity. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with this one. Society is familiar with this one. Rejecting any and all feminine traits, including emotion, accepting help, and domesticity, and hyper-independence. The need to act strong, aggressive, and emotionally hardened. Power trips, only worthy when they have money, power, status, and influence. Sexual aggression or violence. And anti-feminist behavior. So what does it look like when we're out of balance? First, a truth. Masculine without feminine energy isn't complete, and vice versa. When you're operating predominantly in masculine energy, you may not feel valued, nurtured, or appreciated. You'll also feel tired, stressed, overworked, and unloved. It doesn't help when society encourages this masculine, ego-driven way of being. When your feminine energy is too dominant, you feel unsupported, unfocused, scattered, and unstable, lacking purpose or direction, and no sense of success. So can you see the interplay that happens between the two, and why it's so important to be balanced? The masculine pursues, plans, and is focused. The feminine creates, dreams, and nurtures. They 100% need one another. So how do we find balance within ourselves? First, start with acknowledging the vast energy system around and within you. Second, start connecting to your intuition more. It will help you step into your masculine, so that list will be shorter. For the feminine energy, practice these. First, yoga. And I know I can hear the groans through the camera. But one of the primary goals of yoga is to bridge the gap between masculine and feminine. So try stretching. It helps. The breathing, it helps. Focusing on the breath is masculine. Holding space for your practice to develop is feminine. See how that works? Meditation. And this one, it took me a while to get, but I've got it now and I wouldn't go a day without it. Meditation acts as an antidote to stress. It regulates the nervous system. It gives greater self-confidence and self-esteem, balances hormones, lowers blood pressure, and increases mental capacity. And in my studies, being a mind-body practitioner, there was a case study that was done that said it can scientifically be proven that meditation alters the brain. It physically changes the way your brain works. Laughter. Laugh as loud and as often as you can. Begin a new relationship. This is a great way to practice surrender and openness. Always have something to be excited about. Connect to your future. Visualize it. Get into nature. Shoes off, feet in the grass, touch a tree, garden. Practice intuitive writing, journal, one of my favorites. For the masculine energy, practice these. Design moments in your day that fulfill you. Put a hard stop time on work. Plan a trip. Schedule in an hour for a hobby or to read a good book. Pick a goal to work towards. Schedule time during your week to chip away at it. Allow yourself to feel the joy of completing a passion project. Get together with friends and loved ones, particularly the high vibrational people in your life. Feel the sense of camaraderie and have fun. So, balance is homeostasis within us. Consider your emotions as your first responders. Your body will sense when something is off and calls on them to surface, hoping they'll trigger the actions necessary to bring you back to homeostasis. This is why it is so important to listen to your body and to feel your emotions instead of suppressing them or staying quiet to keep the peace. That's the quickest way to get out of balance. Remember this. It's a matter of asking yourself what you need each day so you can harmonize with what your soul needs. And one last thing to mention is, don't forget to support those you love and encourage them to embrace both energies within themselves and allow them to feel safe to do so. The world needs more balanced, loving, open souls, more now than ever. Until next time, friends, keep healing. See ya.